Welcome to 100 Year Health, a channel dedicated to understanding the human body, healthy living, and the science behind everyday health questions. Have you ever wondered why you sometimes wake up at exactly 3 a.m. in the middle of the night? Many people experience this strange moment. The house is quiet, the world is asleep, yet suddenly your eyes open and you find yourself staring at the clock. Is it just coincidence, or is your body trying to tell you something? In today's video, we're going to explore the possible reasons why people often wake up around 3 a.m. and what science says about how our bodies behave during the night. Let us take a closer look at what might really be happening inside the body while we sleep. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and looked at the clock, only to see the same time again and again? 3 o'clock a.m. For many people, this is not a rare experience. They fall asleep normally, but suddenly their eyes open in the middle of the night. The room is silent, the world is still asleep, and yet they are awake, staring into the darkness. Some people experience this once in a while. Others notice it happening almost every night. Naturally, this raises a question that many people search for online. Why do I keep waking up at 3 a.m.? Is it random, or is the body trying to say something? Before jumping to mysterious explanations, it's important to understand something about the human body. Our bodies operate on internal rhythms that run quietly in the background every single day. These rhythms influence when we feel sleepy, when we wake up, when our hormones rise and fall, and even how our organs function during the night. This natural rhythm is called the circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm is like an internal clock. It tells the body when to release hormones, when to lower body temperature, and when to prepare for sleep or wakefulness. During the night, the body goes through several stages of sleep. These stages repeat in cycles that usually last about 90 minutes. In the early part of the night, sleep tends to be deeper. As the night progresses, sleep becomes lighter and the body moves more frequently between sleep stages. Because of this, waking up briefly during the night is actually very common. Many people wake up for a few seconds or a minute and then fall back asleep without even remembering it. However, sometimes the brain becomes more alert during these brief awakenings, and that's when people fully wake up and notice the time. If that moment happens to occur around 3 in the morning, it may feel like a pattern. But sleep cycles are only part of the story. Another important factor that influences nighttime awakening is a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is often known as the stress hormone, but it actually has many roles in the body. It helps regulate energy levels, metabolism, and the body's response to stress. Normally, cortisol levels are lowest during the early part of the night. As morning approaches, cortisol levels begin to rise slowly, preparing the body to wake up. However, if someone is experiencing high levels of stress, anxiety, or emotional pressure, cortisol patterns can change. In some cases, the body may release cortisol earlier than usual. When that happens, the brain can become more alert during the night, causing a person to wake up unexpectedly. This doesn't mean something dangerous is happening. It simply means the body may be reacting to stress signals. Modern life often exposes people to many forms of stress, work pressure, financial worries, constant information from phones, and the fast pace of everyday responsibilities. Even when we try to relax before sleep, the brain may still be processing these pressures. During the quiet hours of the night, when there are no distractions, the brain can become more sensitive to these signals. Another factor that may contribute to waking up during the night is blood sugar balance. During sleep, the body continues to use energy. If blood sugar drops to low, the body may release certain hormones to restore balance. These hormones can stimulate the nervous system slightly, which may wake a person up. This doesn't necessarily indicate a serious problem. The body constantly adjusts internal processes to maintain balance. Sometimes these adjustments simply make us briefly aware of our surroundings. Environmental factors can also play a role. Temperature changes, noise, light from electronic devices, or even subtle sounds can interrupt sleep cycles. Many people do not realize how sensitive the brain is during sleep. Even small changes in the environment can shift sleep stages. Lifestyle habits may also influence nighttime awakenings. For example, consuming caffeine late in the day can stimulate the nervous system for several hours. Even if someone falls asleep easily, caffeine may reduce sleep depth and make nighttime awakenings more likely. Alcohol can have a similar effect. While it may initially make a person feel sleepy, it often disrupts deeper sleep stages later in the night. Another factor is screen exposure before bedtime. Phones, tablets, and computers emit blue light that can influence the body's production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for signaling sleep. When melatonin levels are disrupted, the body's sleep timing may shift, making nighttime awakenings more noticeable. The bedroom environment itself also matters. A room that is too warm, too bright, or too noisy may prevent the brain from staying in deeper sleep stages. Simple changes such as reducing light, lowering room temperature slightly, and minimizing noise can sometimes improve sleep stability. It is also important to remember that occasional nighttime waking is part of normal human sleep. Historically, before artificial lighting became common, people often slept into separate segments during the night. They would fall asleep shortly after sunset, wake for a period during the night, and then return to sleep again. Some sleep researchers believe that the idea of perfect uninterrupted sleep may be more modern than many people realize. Our bodies may still carry traces of these older sleep patterns. When someone wakes up during the night and becomes worried about it, that worry itself can make it harder to fall asleep again. The brain may become more alert simply because it begins thinking about the problem. Ironically, the effort to force sleep can sometimes delay it further. Instead of focusing on the clock, many sleep experts recommend staying calm and allowing the body to return to sleep naturally. Slow breathing, relaxing thoughts, or simply resting quietly can help the body settle again. Over time, consistent sleep habits can support better sleep patterns. Going to bed at the same time each night, reducing bright light exposure before sleep, and allowing the body time to unwind may help stabilize the internal clock. It's also helpful to remember that sleep patterns vary from person to person. Some people are naturally light sleepers, while others remain in deep sleep for longer periods. Both patterns can be normal. Waking up occasionally during the night does not necessarily mean something is wrong. The human body is constantly adjusting, responding, and maintaining balance in ways we often do not notice. The quiet hours of the night simply make these processes more visible. So if you find yourself waking up at 3 in the morning from time to time, it may simply be a reflection of your body's natural rhythms, stress levels, environment, or sleep cycle transitions. The body is complex, and sleep is one of its most intricate systems. Understanding these patterns can sometimes remove the mystery and replace it with something more useful, awareness. Because when we learn how our bodies work, we often begin to see that many experiences that feel strange at first are simply part of being human. And sometimes, the night is just another moment where the body is quietly doing its work. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional for medical concerns. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy learning about the human body, health, and the fascinating ways our bodies work, make sure to follow the channel for more videos like this. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and share it with someone who might find it useful too. Stay healthy, take care of your body, and see you in the next video. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult a healthcare professional for medical concerns.